guys, welcome back to the Gaming Bros and welcome to this video where I'm kind of disappointed right now, but a lot of people are already hyped for this new game and a lot of people are already putting a thumbs down on this trailer video that's just been released. So I have a feeling a lot of Resident Evil fans are really disappointed right now. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this new quality content for this one. Last videos are probably a bit off due to the poor quality of a BlackBerry Z10 camera. This camera looks a lot better, so we hope in production of editing this is going to look good as well. Anyway, let's start in depth and delve into this new trailer that's been released of the gameplay footage. A lot of people were really asking Capcom and hoping for, if not a Resident Evil 3 remake just yet, but perhaps for this new co-op idea, a Resident Evil Outbreak spin-off remake sort of thing, and hopefully one day a Outbreak full remake. Once again, Capcom has failed to give us what us fans want. They're very good at this. That's Capcom in general. We've had a long storied history with Capcom saying that we are going to do it. We're going to make Resident Evil what it was, and this such things happens. The downfall was during Resident Evil 5 time with complete bad games that a lot of people, well, they're not really that fussed about. A lot of people do like it because it's a different concept of the game, but it's not a Resident Evil game. True Resident Evil fans since the early days of '96 when it first came out were unhappy with the direction after Resident Evil 5. A lot of fans thought that Resident Evil 5, well, was the downfall of the series of Resident Evil. And it was. Resident Evil 5 was the last game I thoroughly enjoyed because they decided to go with co-op, and unfortunately it didn't do so well. I, however, enjoyed the idea of the single player, the original idea of Resident Evil 5, but, you know, Capcom like to can good things and make bad things. Since then, we had Resident Evil 6 was a kind of, a lot of Resident Evil fans class as the worst Resident Evil game of all time. Clearly, it was just a lot of action and just thrown in Resident Evil characters, boring extra characters that, well, one of them had to die because they couldn't kill Chris Redfield off, but, you know, it was bound to happen. And the 6 logo looks like a giraffe getting sucked off by someone, or whatever the hell the people recommended it was said. It was a giraffe in all general. It was stupid, and I didn't get it. Then the latest of it was the Operative, or Operation Raccoon City, another bad Resident Evil game. And then another bad Resident Evil game, The Umbrella Corps. So what's Capcom decided to do to redeem themselves? They decided to do Resident Evil 2 Remake to save themselves after this point. But before that, what did they do? They were almost shitting themselves thinking that Silent Hill or Konami were going to take over in the survival horror genre and destroying with what was their competitor at the time, Silent Hill. Now, Silent Hill came out with a playable trailer on the PS4 which was going to kill Capcom off. But we know Konami's history on not giving a shit. They cancelled it, and Silent Hills was nothing but nothing. I can't think of a good word to say on it. It just basically never happens. And anytime someone made a mod of the game, it got shut down. So Capcom decided to cash in on this, and they made Resident Evil 7, which had the plot twist of Silent Hill 2, and it felt and looked like the first person that Silent Hills was going to be, but added in the characters to make it more horror. They brought horror back with this, as well as Revelations 1 and 2, and then Capcom was back on the pedestal. Back where it was, the old classic survival horror. Unfortunately, without the fixed camera angles that started today, that a lot of people did enjoy, but again, classic fans wanted to move, and this new third-person survival horror with the jump scares back in it again made it more worth the crap games that they threw out. Then, after a long period of time, fans asked for Resident Evil 2 Remake. Because of the success of the first remake, which was awesome, they were hoping for a fixed camera angle, but they decided to do a reimagining, which was fucking awesome in my mind and a lot of fans' minds. So, what was next for Capcom? Resident Evil 3 Remake or Resident Evil 8? And we got let down that Resident Evil 3 Remake was going to be either third party or outsourced to something else. But it's not all bad news because it is going to be made at some point. There was talk of they were working on 2 new projects. One of them, a lot of people believe, would be Resident Evil 8. Then a lot of rumours speculated that they were going to be doing a remake of Outbreak. And from the failure of Outbreak before for being released only console exclusive only, which was a stupid idea by Capcom's part, they decided that they were going to do an Outbreak series where it would be online and it would be played on all platforms. Yeah, a lot of fans were really hoping when they saw this trailer of 4 new characters with melee weapons and normal weapons like shotgun and handgun. One of them looked like Alyssa, but, a bit more goth-like. So, the trailer dropped. I wasn't really bought on it. I thought this was going to be a bad idea. My gut was saying this just doesn't look like it's going to be an Outbreak. More inside, I was hoping it would be, and a lot of fans were most likely hoping as well. Turns out the fears were there, and Capcom made Resident Evil Project Resistance. I've watched the gameplay. There's a gameplay trailer just being released, and I'm not happy with it. This new project they want to work on is not working. If this actually spawns off to go and do an Outbreak series, a remake of Outbreak, then it probably would be worth it. Sorry. But no. The 4v1. Where did I hear that before? 4v1. Well, a lot of people are pointing to Dead by Daylight by any chance. Well, I'm more thinking that Friday the 13th game. There again, Capcom is trying to cash in on other games to transition people over to join their Resident Evil franchise. What's the point? Why cash in on other people's success, put it into a game that was already established as a survival horror game, and basically making this. It's like, how do we get Call of Duty fans to like Resident Evil? We'll make Resident Evil 6. Again, that failed because Call of Duty fans did not like it. How do we get other fans to like it? We'll make Operative Raccoon City work with another company that done the Rainbow Six games to get more people into the action. Again, didn't work. Resident Evil was already established since '96 that it was going to be a survival horror game. Not an action game, not stupid rail shooter, not first person, but a survival horror game with fixed camera angles and maybe later on something new and going into transition into third person. But always continuing with the survival horror aspect. First person, the odd spin-offs might have had that could work for it because what's more scary than seeing a fucking giant Mr. X in front of you first person? Yeah, it can be. But that's the whole point of third person, so you can see the character as well and the enemies jumping at you. Okay, having too many enemies on the screen at the same time, that's why Resident Evil 5 and 6 failed, because it was just too action and everything's jumping at you and it's not too scary. Whereas in the original games, you run around a corner and then a zombie jumps out and grabs you. That's a very good jump scare. This game is already proving a point. Capcom does not listen to their fans, and another thing, they just don't give a crap by the sound of it. They're turning into Konami, making games and ruining them. I'm hoping that this is a thing that happens in the past. Capcom made crap Resident Evil games to make the better Resident Evil games look better. Look at it. 5, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. Then they released Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 Remake. Both awesome games in my opinion. So releasing bad games is probably Capcom's little ploy to make their good games look much better by releasing crap games. Problem is, this is what alienates their fans to push them away, and pushes away new fans thinking, well, I thought Resident Evil was a survival horror game. This is what these true legends of Resident Evil gamers who've been playing it since the first day it came out were claiming that this is what Resident Evil is. It's a survival horror game. Now they go back and play the original games and think, this is what it was, but what's this stuff? This doesn't connect with all the old stuff. So, let's get down on the bullet points from this on gameplay footage I've seen so far and what I don't think is good about it. For a start, time limits. Why do we need time limits in Resident Evil? The only time you need a time limit is when you're leaving the game or ending the game, or a miraculous cutscene that's happening that you have to get out of a room at a certain time. Feels a bit more rushed, and it feels like it's a Mercy's Reunion kind of thing. Where it's time limited, you've got to beat a number of enemies in a certain time limit. The power-up. What in the hell would you need power-ups in a Resident Evil game? Hacking. Well, I don't remember mobile phones back in '98 that well, and I don't remember them doing hacking surveillance cameras back then. I could be wrong, but if this is set in the outskirts of Raccoon City, and if it was during the Raccoon City incident, then it's got to be in 1998 during the Raccoon City incident. Then, obviously, in 1998, mobile phones was not connected to the internet that well, and there wasn't really much hacking devices back then, as I'm aware. I know Ada Wong may have had one, but she might get away with that being that she works for, she's a spy, she's in a spy organisation, so she might have that technology. But why would, by the look of it, 4 college students, one of them have a hacking tool? It's kind of like, oh, well, if Ada had a hacking tool, anybody can have a hacking tool, It just didn't really work. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a little petty on that one, but the power-up where I can't remember who it was, but he just goes like that and it's like effects over it. I'm like thinking, this is not what Resident Evil is. Resident Evil doesn't have special effects like, oh, I have a massive power-up, I'm a genius. I mean, okay, you're Chris Redfield punching boulders, but that's the day when Capcom decided they didn't know what they were doing with Resident Evil. And yeah, a lot of people are finding the cool aspect on playing the Twisted Master Genius, whatever, Mastermind, and playing zombies. A good idea, but let me think that isn't Resident Evil 6 one of the bonus missions that you do, or the bonus add-on, whatever it's called, I don't care. One of the bonus games that you do in Resident Evil 6, don't you play the enemies anyway? Oh yeah, it'd be cool to play Mr. X. Yeah, if you have a PC, why are you playing Mr. X as a mod on Resident Evil 2? Better yet, if modders have not done it already, why don't they mod a playable character of Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 Remake? Then you can get a good feel of what he should be like. Okay, yeah, you're running around with a gun and you can't punch things, but I'm sure there could be ways around it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, it's a cool concept that you get to play the enemies, yeah. That's the only good thing about this. The bad things are just too much. Time limit. The special power ups, special abilities. I just don't really get it. And I know, again, a lot of people are going to go, oh, it looks like a good game. Yeah, okay, we all have our opinions, and I want to share my opinions with you. That I got an annoying background. This is why I don't like recording on phones. Let me go back on that one. Yeah, I know a lot of you are going to like this, and this is going to be a good game in your mind because you're just going in the aspect of thinking, yeah, it's just a video game. Where, okay, it looks like a good game. Not a good Resident Evil game because it doesn't feel like a Resident Evil game. But again, this is just my opinion on this, and I've watched trailers of Devil May Cry 5 and I did not like it one bit due to the fact it's just a lot of button mashing and it's the same game but different graphics. Yeah, a lot of fans will enjoy that and disagree with me, but that's not why I'm here. I'm a Resident Evil gamer, not a Devil May Cry gamer. So people will defend their series on the way they, see it. So, in my mind, yeah, I gave Devil May Cry a go and I did not like it. And I already saw that from trailers and stuff. It wasn't my kind of game. I don't really want to waste. I'm guessing this is going to be 60 to 70 quid. I don't really want to waste money on a game that I already know from trailers I'm not going to like. Like, I downloaded the demo of Devil May Cry 5 and I did not like it. Lucky enough, I didn't buy the full game. A lot of people are like, oh, but it's not the full game. Demos are different. Well, if the demo sucks, then obviously the game's going to suck. All the Resident Evil demos I played, they've been good to a point where when I played the full game was just much as better and gooder. If that's a word. It's just one of them. People have opinions. My opinion is that I've always loved Resident Evil games. I've always loved the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Yeah, there's been a few bad games. It happens with the best series. But the problem is that when I see Devil May Cry, all the games that I've seen so far, and I have tried them, they're all bad games in my opinion. They're just the same game over and over again, just a little bit more improved graphics. Resident Evil, it's changed over the time, so it is a little different. However, I enjoy them all, but I have played them all. Some of them were just very easy to beat. Some of them were just stupid. Some of them I just didn't get, but I played them. With this one, I am fully going to decide that I'm just going to hold out until Resident Evil 3 Remake. I don't really want to play this game until I really think it's worth it, which at the moment I don't think it is going to be worth it. And at the same time, I'm more hoping on and still fighting for Resident Evil 3 Remake. That's the one I will play next from Resident Evil series, as well as Resident Evil 8. This one, I will wait until there's nothing left and play it. Because there's just going to be a lot of hype, a lot of people are going to play it and be disappointed, and I don't want to play a game that people are already disappointed in. I'm already going to be working on another video from a game that was already going to be disappointed, and it became disappointing to a point where it was the baddest game of the series. But I'll talk to that in another video. Again, Now, I normally do wait for gameplay footages or trailers to make my decisions, and this has happened, and I'm not liking what I see. Call of Duty, on the other hand, I love the look of the trailer, and as far as gameplay footage goes, and people have already got the beta gameplay because they already pre-ordered the game, it looks okay. At the moment, it's just showing, as it always does with the beta stuff, it's just the online campaign stuff or the online playthrough. It looks okay. A game I probably would get if I had the money. Uh, Project Resistance, no. I'm not going to get it a day release. I mean, if they put the price down to a good amount, maybe. But I'm really just focused on, with Capcom releasing Resident Evil 3 Remake or even Resident Evil 8, and if they would listen to the fans and releasing a remake of Outbreak, that will be even cooler. But Project Resistance, I'm sorry, Capcom. I've kissed your ass long enough. I'm not buying this. And you guys can hate me for this, but we all have opinions. Just please be respectful for my opinion. I don't like this game that's coming out. And I can sympathise a lot of people already on not liking this game. Because we were promised something and then they give us this. So, no. Sorry, Capcom. You ain't getting my money on this one. You might get some other sheep that would, but I'm not getting this game. We wanted either Resident Evil 3 Remake or Resident Evil 8, and we did also request if you wanted to do a proper online experience multiplayer game, do a remake of Outbreak and make sure it is multi-platformed, not PlayStation exclusives, which failed it in the last time of first release. So that's what we're looking for, not this game. But what are your guys' thoughts? I would like to hear your opinions in this. I will leave a link to Residents of Evil channel and the video that is broadcast on their channel that I've seen of the trailer. Check out the video of the official gameplay trailer in a link in the description from Residents of Evil. Shout out goes to Residents of Evil of putting this on their channel for me to watch it, and this is where I shared my source from, so hopefully that they will see this as well and be okay with me using the video, and that I'll give her a proper shout out and notice that I used the video trailer from theirs. All rights go to Capcom for this and all that jazz that you have to put with the copyright claim stuff. And check out the trailer for yourself, see what you think, instead of having my head over it talking about it in mute. And give me your views and opinions on this, what you think. I'd love to hear what you think of this. You know, I've already heard from one person that they like this game as a game. I've heard from others that they don't like this game. And I'm not the only one that doesn't like this game. Will people stop messaging me? I'm not the only person that doesn't like this game, so you know, it's just... Will you stop it, for fuck's sake? I'm sick of this. So, you know, it's already mixed again, but that's that's just the way things are. But I'm not. As a true Resident Evil fan since '96, I don't like the look of Project Resistance. Sorry to say. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on this video. If you want to support our channel, definitely leave a like. If you don't like this video, just let me know why, because you probably think that my views on this game is wrong. Let me know. I just don't really generally care, because I have an opinion on this game, you have an opinion on this game. Let's just be adult about this and be mature and just go, this is what I think, you know, this, you're wrong on this, but hey, we will have opinions. Let's just listen to your opinions, listen to my opinions, and then let's move on from there. If you want to attack me for this, you will be warned 3 times if you're going to constantly attack me on my opinions, and you will be banned. We won't tolerate abuse or bullying on this channel, just simply put. Anyway, once again, if you haven't already, subscribe for more content on Resident Evil related stuff and classic gaming stuff and Wolfenstein and anything gaming. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you are notified on when I upload and if I live stream. For those who already are notified and you're having trouble with the notification stuff, re-click that bell and make sure it's clicked on all, and you'll get notified anytime or every time I do a video. And if you haven't already, share this with your friends on social media so more people can see this. The more people on the Gaming Bros community channel, the more support that people, the more, I don't know what the word would be, more drive that I will have to produce great content for you guys and for more helpful stuff on learning to join a Resident Evil gaming series. Learn from the best and you will get very far. Want to talk about anything? Comment section below is always free to leave comments and what you want to ask, questions or anything. Use it all down there. If you want to talk to me other than off YouTube when I'm not on, you want to keep in touch with me off YouTube, keep in touch with me regularly in my personal life. Links are in the description for all social media, down in the description below. Click them, go and follow me, add me, whatever it is. I don't really know. It's just follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I also have a Steam account. Go and check me out there if you want to play some online games on PC. My PC ain't great with some games. Some games do work, like Left 4 Dead 2, Gary's Mod. Yeah, we'll get into that. If you want to check me out on PSN, definitely follow me at the social medias. I'll leave you a private message, or just give me a private message to say that you want to add me on PSN, and we can add there. I don't want to share my PSN on YouTube just in case you get a lot of idiots on there. It's just in case. Safety first. I don't care about social media because you can control social media better than PlayStation. But anyway, thank you once again for joining. Hope you enjoyed. Big likes. And we'll catch all you, the Gaming Bro fans, in the next one. Dismissed.